Hi, my name is John Birmingham, and I'm going to review Loyola Marymount's film department. It's called the Loyola Marymount School of Film and Television, and I attended there a while back, and I graduated when I was 22 in the year 2000. It was a while ago. And they have now the number 7 film school. It's pretty cool. I graduated there with a BA in communications with a concentration in screenwriting, and I did a lot of screenwriting, and I produced a film. That I produced 2 short films there, or 1 short film, and some other smaller ones. But this was a pretty big one. They have a big sound stage, and they may have bigger sound stages there now. I'm not sure, but I'm going to show you the school. And there was a big sound stage there. We had big movie lights, like a big 20K giant, movie light. 20K is 20,000 watts. If a regular light bulb like this is 100 watts. 100 watts or 60 watts. This is 100 or 60 watts. A 20K light, 20,000 is 20,000 watts. This is only 100 watts or 60 watts. And they have that stuff at the school, and you can film with it. You can use their lights. You can rent their camera equipment to film on for free, I guess, and use their soundstage for free. And then you can go out there and put budgets into your films. You may be able to get budgets from the school to pay for your films with financial aid, or you can try to get a scholarship if you did films before you got into film school. Some people can get a scholarship to go for their undergraduate or graduate department. It's a private school, so it's kind of expensive. You can go to a community college first to save on tuition, spend $1,000 something a year on the community college, and then get into the private school. And that's what I did. I went to community college first, and then I eventually went to grad school, and I got a scholarship to attend. I was afraid to go to a private school for a long time because of the expensive tuition, so I went to a bunch of public schools that were cheaper, and then I finally went to a private school because it was like I had to get my degree and do something that I wanted to do, so I got financial aid. I took out loans to go to the school, and then I paid them back. It took a while to pay them back. It took like 10 or 15, 10 years, something like that, 15 years. And here's the school. Here's the school. It looks really cool. And I'll show you some of the films that we did there. They're really professional. We did we used the 35 millimeter motion picture film to film on these Panavision and Arri cameras and stuff like that back then. And it looked really professional, like a real movie. So I'm going to put me on the side. This hat. Yeah. Okay. Loyola Marymount School of Film and Television. Actually, I'm going to go here. YouTube. Imagination. This is on Danica's channel. I went there with Danica DeCosto. Let's look at her page. I married her. We have kids together. Danica DeCosto. Let's look on her channel. Look how many subscribers she's got. 689,000 subscribers. 482 million views, or almost 483 million views. And it's got my kids on her channel. See, there's my son. He made it. He didn't. There's my other son. There's my sons. And their sister Ayla. And there's Danica. Okay. And she went to LMU when I went there, and we did this film together, Imagination. Imagination. It's on my channel too. Oh, there's mine. Here's my video. It's got less views. It's got 4.9 thousand. Hers has 28,000 on her channel. I'll go to my channel so people in my channel. Here's the the countdown on the film. We put beginning. This was filmed in 35 millimeter motion picture film, and those titles are really in a 35 millimeter answer print on a big 35 millimeter reel that can play in real movie theaters back then, before they had the digital projection. And I built that whole set. I built the walls, put the carpet down. We got it from the Brady Bunch TV movie. They donated the whole set to us when they were done filming. We made all these rooms. There's me, John Birmingham, and Danica DeCosto. This other guy was it? I don't know. Just me and Danica did this film, and this is on 35 millimeter film. It looks really professional. We got these actors. Some of it looks really good. Look at this. This is kind of cool. I painted those walls. We got a body paint artist to paint those women, those painted women. You can click on it, look up Imagination Danica DeCosto or John Birmingham. Actually, me, just John Birmingham. It's on my channel. There's me in the background. She had me play a clown. And, it's a student film. She had me play a clown. Anyway, look at this set that we built. It's so cool. We got that custom big door from a prop rental house. We got all those dolls from places. We put the set together. I built that thing right there. I painted the walls, put the floor down. I think I put the floor down, unless I thought I did most of it, but somebody else helped us. And then look at this. We did this in their soundstage. They had a huge soundstage. Let me show you what their soundstage at LMU looks like. It's huge. Well, I'll show you here. I'll just show you. Look at this. Here, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is where we filmed. This is where we filmed. Look at this. Wow, is that Newsweek? Newsweek. It's in Newsweek. Huge film school. One of the best film schools. Look at this. This is the soundstage where we filmed, I'm for sure. Because they had one big giant soundstage. Looked like a studio movie soundstage. And they have some lights, real movie lights, but some were older. You can rent new cool ones or use these cool classic Hollywood looking lights. It's in Los Angeles. The school's in Los Angeles. And you get to make movies. There's a dolly. This is the more traditional ones they still use sometimes. That is a giant green screen. That's a pretty big green screen they got for the production. Okay. So let's go to maps. I'm going to show you in Google Maps. Here's a film school. Okay. This is Loyola Marymount Film School. It's in Los Angeles. I'll zoom out a little later. Unless, no, I can't do it now. I'm going to zoom in now to the film school. Look at this. We're here at the film school. Look. This is, wow, this is amazing. Okay. Okay, we're right here at the sound stage. That's it. This is amazing. That's the sound stage right there. That is the big sound stage we just looked at. That's the building where I'll show you. Um, See this parking lot? That's where we brought the big trucks with the equipment. Um, the Brady Bunch sets that I had to rent a truck. You rent a truck. You can carry big sets or equipment. They have sets there now. You can use their stuff. We got a set donated to us, and you can use their equipment, and you can drive the trucks in, and you just use film whatever you have. If you have your own DSLR or something, you can film on stuff there. You can do a bigger one, smaller one, and that's their sound stage right there. And here you can pull. They have a camera department, and that was the communications department right here. I guess the whole thing. I'm almost for sure is the whole thing. Cause look right here. It says School of Film and Television. School of Film and Television right there. Okay, let me show you around the school a little bit. Let me show you around the school. Once you're at the school, this is how you leave. This is one. There are two entrances. It's pretty cool. Did I go the right way? Yeah. Anyway, I think no. That one's closed. This is driving around the back of the school. I was supposed to go out the other way, but I'm just gonna. Oh no! Oh no! Some kid's gonna jump over that and go. Let's not go that way. Don't jump over that fence. No matter what you do, look, somebody would get hurt on it. How do we get back into school? Somebody's trying to steal things. Get into school. Get away from them. Report them. You can go there. This will be for somebody who went to the school and wanted to get out of there. In trouble. How do you get back in here? How do you get back in there? This is MapQuest. Come on, we don't do that in real life. Is this the school? Come on. Let's zoom out. Okay, this is a good place to zoom out. We saw the school and film and television. This was, okay, here. There's LMU, School of Film and Television. And this is in Los Angeles. And right here in the hillside, see where it says LMU on the hillside? Right here? This used to be huge, and you could see it for so far, all across, like a big part of some of Los Angeles. It said LMU on the hillside, really big. And then they built some buildings here. This used to be like a marshland or something, and they built it up and put some apartments, condos, I think condos. And so here's what happens when you zoom out. This is awesome right here. See along here? Marina del Rey. And this is Playa del Rey. Playa del Rey right here. Playa del Rey. And we lived in Playa del Rey when I wasn't living at the dorms. And that's where I lived with Danica. She had a Playa del Rey apartment. And that's where we fell in love in the LMU Film School of Television, at the film department in an editing class. So you can visit the school if you're considering attending. You can, I guess you can. This is Westchester. All these houses. Let's look at some of the houses in the neighborhood. Wow. Good Google Maps type of thing. It's a little better than Google. Well, they have more animation or something of it too. I think these are houses. What road is this? 83rd Street. Look at these houses. It was a nice neighborhood in here. Westchester. You know, they might have some kids who rent a house for all the kids, or they might live on campus. But it was expensive. It was pretty expensive. Somebody's doing the roof. This was a nice neighborhood, pretty good neighborhood through here. Sometimes I would skateboard through here, or ride my bike or drive. And you can drive into Los Angeles. And drive into Los Angeles from the school. It was pretty good. Where's the school? LMU School Film and Television. There it is. Okay. Here's the school. Here's the school. We got the school, right? Here's where you first drive in. See? Here's a neighborhood right here, and then you drive in. There's a giant parking lot there where they park for graduation. There's something here. You drive in, and here's the main entrance. There's like a turnaround thing, and then you go. There's new buildings here and stuff, and that's the school. So then you can leave that way too, and then you're out here in Los Angeles in the regular houses. So when you zoom out, or when you drive out of here, let's zoom out. Let's see where the Hollywood sign is. I think here's the Hollywood. I think the Hollywood sign is here somewhere. So that's Westchester. The school's around there somewhere. You go up here there's Hollywood with the Hollywood sign. You can hike up the mountain. And for those of you who are athletic enough, you can walk on the trails up to the mountain and see the Hollywood sign up close, really big. It's pretty cool. That's something you can do. You can go to some of these kids might have so much money, or they might not. You know, some of them, they could go to Beverly Hills. They could get some cool jeans on Melrose or something that cost $1,000 or $2,000. That cost like $40. I never got ones that are that expensive. Look, Rodeo Drive. That's the really expensive. But you can, on Melrose, they have like thrift store stuff that's a little more expensive, but it's not that expensive. And you can go there, or you can go to the Santa Monica Pier. There's a Santa Monica Pier, and they have shopping there, and that's where me and Danica would hang out sometimes. And I saw the guy from Lincoln Park there walking around, the guy who died, Chester Bennington. I saw him walking around in the mall. I just saw him, looked at me at night, and that was him. And you know, I saw Tommy Chong driving around here somewhere near UCLA. Adam Sandler was at the same gas station we pulled into and got gas at UCLA, or not Westchester, but Westwood. That was in Westwood near UCLA. UCLA Film Department is right here. It's up here at UCLA. That is very hard to get in their grad school. They only let in like 12 people or something a year, something like that, or maybe 20 something, or maybe a little more, but last time I remember it was like 20 something people. And they're, you know, it's really hard to get into their film department. You could try to get in that one, but it's a little bit higher ranked. But you probably, you know, Loyola Marymount was one that I could actually get into by just getting good grades. I got A's and B's in college. And here's Loyola Marymount. There's all sorts of cool stuff people can do. The Getty Museum temporarily closed, I guess because of COVID-19. The Getty Museum's a big museum. Bel Air. I've got a friend in Bel Air who we graduated with, who was one of my best friends besides Danica. He was my best friend besides Danica, and he lives in Bel Air in a 4-bedroom house now. He's got a 4-bedroom house. The Fresh, where the Fresh Prince of Bel Air lives. That's what he ended up doing, and he's like, I don't even know if he's 40. He's like 40 years old, and he's a producer of music. He produces music. He's really good at making music. Really good at making music. It's really original. He's like really good at actually making the music. He's like really good sounder, making really original music, and he produces like all these young aspiring artists that they want like a professional album, and he does the whole album for them for like however much money. He didn't try to be famous. He made money at it on those people who are out there trying to be famous, and he makes good money. And this other kid that we went to film, or man now, we went to film school, Monty. That was Justin. This other guy, Monty, we went to film school with. He did a big feature film for like, I think it was more than $1 million. I think it was more than $1 million, and got one of the main actors from Ally McBeal in it. And it was a pretty big movie, and he acted in it as the lead character. And I think he's teaching at a film school or something now. So you can go to these schools and then do like kind of big movie stuff. Somebody can go to like a school, or you don't have to go to a school, because like Spielberg dropped out. But this is for, he was, it's possible Tarantino didn't go to film school. But it helps. It helps you meet people. You learn how to do it. It helps you get jobs in film. So, okay. Wow, Angeles National Forest. You zoom out here. Gosh. Oh, it shows up the approximate. Well, this is California. It's in Southern California. You can go down here to Baja, Mexico. When I first went there, I didn't go to schools, but I kind of sat in classes without being enrolled, and went to some like random classes they had on the internet that anyone could get into. And then I finally got into LMU, but I had gone to other schools out here. This is the rest of the United States. And I went to schools in Virginia, in my hometown of Virginia. And that's in LMU. That's at LMU Film School. That's in California. Okay. Hi. Okay. I had this hat on because I did my hair. This hat is good. My grandfather had a hat like that. He's a jazz musician. I did my hair this like really intense color. I was gonna dye it, and I didn't want to show it in the video because it was looking darker before, just like regular dark hair, and it looked so bright for some reason from here. So, okay. I'm gonna go. Click like in the video. Check out more of my videos. Go check out this. Actually, this. Hold on a second. This. 1, 2, 3 to the side. Look at this. Hollywood Reporter's list of the top film schools. 25, top 25. And they've got Chapman University advertising right there. I went there for graduate school, but that took forever to get into. But I went to all these schools. That's what I did for a while. I tried to do as best I could. Number one, they have AFI. That's another film school someone can get into. It's pretty hard to get into. I worked in some student films there when I was like, before, when I first got to Los Angeles. USC. I think I worked on. I sat in some classes there. That's where Will Ferrell went. NYU. That's in New York. Spike Lee's one of the teachers there, I think. Yeah, it says it. NYU. That's in New York. Number 4, Columbia University. James Gunn went there. I sent him a message before. Actually, Spike Lee. Yeah, there. And I'm trying to think of anyone at NYU that I have a friend who worked on one of my films who went to NYU. On my film Rednecks, he was associate producer on my film Rednecks. Reeves. And Columbia University, James Gunn went there. I wrote him some messages before he did Guardians of the Galaxy. He wasn't as famous. And he told me, it's the same as any other film. It's the same as any other industry, the movie industry. You just do the best you can. Your work usually gets you there, and you work really hard, and you get there. You make a living at it. And UCLA, I sat in some classes there. I put on sunglasses. I didn't know the first thing about film and just sat there and was 19 or 20 and UCLA, they're number 5. Number 6, Chapman University. I attended grad school there. And number 7, a beautiful, godly, good film school that believes in God and Jesus because they're a Jesuit school, and it's Loyola Marymount University. Ha! Yay! It's not funny. It's not funny. I didn't mean to laugh, but it made me feel so good inside that I almost out of force of habit because I liked laughing growing up. But it's a really good film school. Loyola Marymount University. Tuition for graduate can be as low as $20,000. I guess that's for a 3-year MFA program. Then you got to pay that back over the next however many years. Anyway. Okay, Loyola Marymount University. Okay. That's on the Hollywood Reporter's list. Believe that? They're number 7. It's pretty good. Huh. Okay. That's it. Bye. Click like on the video, subscribe. Bye.